Good day, my name is Mndeni Zondo. Firstly, I want to start by thanking you for taking your time to watch my presentation. In this video, I'll be sharing my insights and reflections on diversity in maths classrooms, not just as a concept to read about in theory, but as something I've begun to understand and see throughout this assignment and my teaching practice. Firstly, I will share the understanding of diversity and accommodations in the maths classroom. To me, diversity in maths classroom means acknowledging and valuing the different ways learners think, solve problems, experience the world. It's not only about cultural and linguistic differences, but it's also about learning styles, abilities, social economic background, and emotional needs. Accommodations are critical part of addressing this diversity. They are not just about lowering expectations, they are about removing unnecessary barriers to all the learners so that they can access the curriculum. In maths, this might affect, might mean using visual aid, manipulatives, and simplified language, or giving extra time to the learners. Now I will speak about the challenges unique to the South African maths classrooms. In the South African context, we face unique challenges. There is often a wide gap in foundational knowledge amongst the learners, especially in under-resourced schools. Language is another big factor. Many learners are taught in a language that's not their home language, which affects their understanding of maths and concepts. For example, in my first year, I was doing my teaching practice in a school located in a rural area. So learners were not really familiar with English, or they were not used enough to English. So teachers made it easier for learners by teaching them maths using their home language, isiZulu. But now it was a problem because now learners failed to understand instructions that are given in English. I've also seen how large classes have limited access to resources and also make it difficult to give individualized support. Yet this is often where diversity needs the most attention. Accommodations, when done right, help learners build confidence, stay engaged. For example, allowing a learner who prefer making or doing hands-on activities use concrete manipulatives and giving extra scaffolding to an English as an additional language learner can make a huge difference. But I've also learned that not all accommodations work equally well for every learner. If accommodations are too general or inconsistent, they can lead to dependency, or they might just address the actual barrier a learner is facing. The key is to be intentional and flexible. Now I'm going to speak about my personal experiences and observations. During my teaching practice, I saw a grade 5 teacher, use bottle tops to teach fractions. This was such a simple resource, but it helped a learner who struggled with abstract thinking finally grasp the concept. In another case, a learner who didn't speak English well was paired with a bilingual peer to support their understanding of instructions. These small actions had a very big impact. Personally, I also remember feeling left out in the maths classrooms. when the teaching method the teacher was using didn't match the way I processed information. That experience taught me that even high-performing learners can struggle silently if we assume that one method works for all the learners. This assignment also opened my eyes to the real meaning of inclusive education. It's not just a policy, it's a mindset. I've realized that diversity should not be seen as a challenge to deal with, but as a resource to enrich learning. When learners feel seen and supported, they become more confident and engaged, and that benefits the whole classroom. It also made me reflect on my role as a future teacher. I now understand that being prepared means more than having a lesson plan. It means knowing your learners, being responsive, and continuously learning how to better support them. This assignment has been more than just academic. It pushed me to think critically and reflect on my assumptions. I've gained practical insight that I can carry into my teaching. It helped me grow both professionally and personally. Most importantly, it reminded me that maths is for every learner, and it's my job to make sure my classroom reflects on that. Once again, I want to thank you for watching my presentation. I hope it gives you a glimpse of my thinking and why I believe diversity in maths classroom isn't just important, but it's essential.